Now, gentlemen, as this year comes to an end at Soulful Synergy, we will be wrapping it up with some very harsh truth for my high-value gentlemen. Some people may find this too harsh and a bitter pill to swallow, especially the female folks, which is understandable because it speaks against some of them. So brace yourself for an enlightening truth where we peel off one layer to another layer like an onion, where we don't care whose ox is gored. This video is designed to shed light on a very interesting topic that will spark a lot of emotions, both positively and negatively. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Today's topic is the top 8 types of women my high-value gentlemen should steer clear of for long-term relationships. It's a journey of discovery, of understanding, and of enlightenment. So buckle up for this rollercoaster ride. Let's learn, unlearn, and relearn. First on our list, we have the feminists. Yes, I said it. Cry me a river if you don't agree. Feminism has negatively impacted society and family success and values. Women are being sold a lie, misled into thinking they can do everything a man can, leading to fewer marriages and lots of broken homes. There's also the concern about women adopting traditionally male roles with high standards for partners, making it all the more tough for most men in modern dating. While equal rights are important, will women be content with tasks like military conscription or responding to emergencies like window breakage at 3 a.m? I'm also wondering why feminists aren't addressing the lack of women in industries like construction, oil rigging, coal mining and power lining. Now let's clear something up. Being a feminist isn't necessarily such a bad thing. After all, it's about advocating for women's rights and equality. However, the issue arises when feminism turns into misandry, a dislike or prejudice against men. You see, in a long-term relationship, it's all about balance, mutual respect and understanding. If a woman is constantly belittling her partner or viewing him as the enemy, it can create a hostile environment. Think about it. Does being in a relationship where you're constantly on the defensive sound appealing? Probably not. If your partner isn't willing to listen or consider your point of view, that's a red flag. So for a harmonious long-term relationship, it's wise and best to avoid feminist in totality. Next up at number 2, we have single mothers. Yes, gentlemen, yes. Now, you're not obligated to rescue a single mum. Most of the time she's in that situation by choice, and her kids will always be her top priority. This can mean less time and energy for the relationship, which can strain bonds over time. If you choose to date her, and she wants you involved with her kids, you'll have the responsibilities without the authority. Plus, you might have to deal with added complexities of her ex-husband or baby daddy. Personally, I'm not interested. I have zero interest in someone else's kids. How about you? If I had to pick between a woman with kids and one without, all things being equal, the choice is clear. In fact, it's evident who to pick. Furthermore, single mothers have been through a lot. Their past experiences may have made them cautious or guarded, which can make it tougher to build trust and intimacy. Not to even add, single mothers often have less flexibility in their schedules, which can limit spontaneity and adventure, elements that keep a relationship fresh and exciting. So you won't be her top priority, gentlemen, so abort mission. Now hold up, gentlemen. Have you subscribed to our page yet? How else would you get solid bulletproof contents like this if you don't subscribe or click the bell icon to be notified? Please take a moment to do so. Don't cross over to the new year without joining the soulfully synergized community. Now, let's move on. Third on our list are the boss babes. These are the women who are assertive and authoritative, often taking the lead in every situation. They are a huge turn-off and a headache, simply put. Now, being a strong, independent woman is absolutely commendable, but it becomes problematic when it crosses over into being unnecessarily argumentative and bossy. In a relationship, it's important to have a balance of power. When one person constantly dominates and dictates the terms, it can lead to resentment and conflict. Boss babes, with their need to control, can often stifle their partners and suppress open communication, which is the lifeblood of any long-term relationship. Furthermore, their argumentative nature can turn even the simplest of discussions into a full-blown debate, draining the joy out of the relationship. It's like walking on eggshells, where every word and action has to be carefully considered to avoid a potential conflict. I've seen many relationships break up because the woman is a boss babe, being loud and constantly telling the man what to do. It's like she's taking charge all the time, and honestly, that kind of behavior seems too masculine and unappealing in a woman. So, while strong leadership qualities are admirable, when they morph into bossiness and argumentativeness, they can make a long-term relationship quite challenging. So gentlemen, steer clear. Next, we have women who are bad with money. Now, we're not talking about a minor shopping spree here and there. We're talking about the spendthrifts and the debt queens, those who live for the present with no thought for the future. These women can turn a man's financial world upside down. She can never be a complement to your financial success. Imagine the strain of constantly bailing someone out of debt, or the stress of living paycheck to paycheck because your partner can't control their spending. Over time, this can lead to resentment, arguments, and ultimately, the breakdown of the relationship. Money is one of the most common reasons for arguments in a relationship. It's not about how much you earn, but how you manage it. A woman who is bad with money can cause financial instability, which can jeopardize a long-term relationship. So, men seeking a long-term relationship should avoid women who are bad with money. Let's move on to heavily tattooed and pierced women. Gentlemen, tattoos on a woman is like bumper stickers on a Bentley Bacala. Enormous or bizarre ear piercings, face studs, nose rings are immediate warning signs right up there where purple and pink hair is. The female body is a magnificent gift. There is nothing more beautiful, you will agree with me. If a woman can sit down and endure hours of unimaginable pain and discomfort just to plaster her body with inks and piercings extensively, it could be her way of coping and expressing past trauma. Tattoos are likened to the vibrant colours of a poisonous tree frog. Don't lick the frog, gentlemen. This lifestyle, often rooted in rebellion or non-conformity, is not good for a stable, long-term relationship. Differences in values and lifestyle choices can create friction over time. Heavily tattooed and pierced women are not the best choice for a long-term relationship. Next, we have women with high notch or high body counts, whichever one you prefer to call it. Entering a relationship with such women often lead to complications. Some folks can argue, for all I care, that judging men and women differently based on their sexual history is unfair, but the truth is men and women have different ways of approaching relationships due to their reproductive biology. Men can have children for a longer time, so they might even father kids in their old age. On the other hand, women who engage in a lot of partying and casual relationships in their 20s might accumulate emotional baggage that will spill over, potentially reducing their appeal and missing out on their prime reproductive years. Popular guys tend to be attractive to women because women are naturally drawn to men with status and experience, not the shy virgin guy in the corner. These factors can create a shaky foundation for a long-term relationship. Therefore, women with high body counts should be avoided for long-term relationships. Now, gentlemen, let's discuss women who regularly post revealing photos online, and that's number 7. These women have no respect for their bodies because why would anyone indulge in that? As a gentle, high-value man you are, what are you doing with such a woman, huh? Answer me. This behavior indicates a need for external validation and attention, which will lead to issues in a committed relationship. A constant need for validation is extremely draining, causing strain over time. Additionally, the desire for attention can lead to inappropriate interactions with others. It's a habit that can negatively impact long-term relationships. Such women are not the best choice for a long-term relationship. Finally, at number 8, we have women who keep men from their past around. These women might maintain close ties with exes or old flames, which will lead to a complex web of emotions and potential conflicts. Gentlemen, they are carrying unresolved feelings or seeking validation from multiple sources. This will create an unstable environment for a long-term relationship, fostering distrust and insecurity. So, you should avoid such women in totality for a long-term relationship. In conclusion, while love is a beautiful thing, it's important to choose the right partner. This journey has unveiled the 8 types of women that are most challenging for long-term relationships, so you avoid them. Sailing away from these pitfalls will lead you to a more healthy relationship. Remember, the goal is to find a partner who complements you and contributes to your happiness and growth, not the one that will sap your time, energy, money, and play Russian roulette with your emotions. Gentlemen, until next time, stay soulfully synergized and Happy New Year.